the border in Nicosia. What we have done here, we're from the United States, Lowell, Massachusetts, and we've come to Cyprus to investigate the conditions that exist. I think very few people in the United States know that there is a wall in Nicosia that separates the country and cuts it in two. Many people are familiar with problems in Northern Ireland and in Berlin, but I believe that very few people, I have not read about the problems here that exist, and there is in fact a wall that separates people in Nicosia as well as the entire country of Cyprus. We hope to be able to get some impressions from various people crossing over at the border here. This here is the Greek side. There is a neutral demilitarized zone in the middle with the United Nations peacekeeping forces, and the Turkish forces are probably about 1 mile down the line. Greeks are not allowed to go back to their, Cypriots are not allowed to go back to their homes in northern Cyprus. They've been 5 years on this side. Dr. Evdokas, you are a psychiatrist here in Nicosia, and you've been studying and you have published much research and even a book on the problems of the refugees. What are some of the facts behind the problems we see?
Well, let me give you some of the facts regarding the problem of refugees. As you know, the population of Cyprus is 600,000 people. With the occupation of the 40% of the territory of Cyprus, 200,000 Greek Cypriots became refugees. That is 1/3 of the population. And if some further details, about 5,000 to 6,000 people were either killed or missing, and to be more exact, about 2,000 were killed and about 3,000 or 4,000 are missing people. Also, we have a great number of orphans. One child out of 125 is an orphan. This percentage is on the general population of Cyprus. Some of the feelings that we have observed is depression, anxiety, the feeling of optimism at the same time, which is linked with the longing, with the desire of the refugees to return back to their homes.
Dr. Evdokas, what cases of trauma have you treated? Are there symptoms or traumas that you've come across as a psychiatrist that you've had to treat of people who suffered by the war invasion?
Well, first of all is the children or the wives that have lost their parents or their husbands during the war. It's more tragic with the children, of course, that they have lost either one or both parents. Also, we have a small category of women who have been raped during the invasion. The first week, I would say, the first few days of the invasion, there was a great number of women that it was reported that were raped. I have treated at least 5 or 6 cases of such women who have been raped. I remember one case which was very dramatic. She was a mother of 2 children. When I saw them, that was 1 year ago. That one child was 7 years old and the other one was 8. I mean, during the invasion were 4 and 5 years old. And the problem that the mother was forced to bring them to me was that these children used to see nightmares with a yellow sleep. And when the story came out, it was like this. During the invasion, about 100 soldiers from Turkey, Turks from Turkey, when they invaded Cyprus, they went into the village and they arrested the mother with her husband. Also with them was the 2 children, the father and her 2 sisters. They killed and decapitated, she described it, the father. Then they killed her husband. They raped the mother in front of her children for the rape. She was left just with a yellow slip, and then the soldiers forced them to walk in the yard of the church just for security reasons. And I have the impression that this picture, seeing their mother walking in the streets of the village with a yellow slip, it came out as a nightmare to children. For this, on this particular point, I have to mention that even the law was changed after the invasion. Abortion is not allowed, was prohibited by law, and the law was changed, so they will facilitate some of these women who are pregnant to have abortion.
Έχετε για σπιτάκια μου και κλείνει πουκί μου κι αυλάδες που σας εσάριζα και μέσα ετιάκινου μου. Τέλειωσαν το. Σας γράφω τώρα με χαρά, μα κάποτε λυπούμε, ποιος μας το επαραδάλησε, πρόσφυγοι να γίνουμε. Η Παναγία κι ο Χριστός κάτιν κατσίνα για σα, κάτιν κατσίνα για σα.